People don't understand me. Have you ever thought that? I know I used to all the time when I was going through my issues with anxiety and all that. But the thing is that I realized, and that you need to realize, is that we have the most power when we're alone, when we're not directly in a crowd or a part of the crowd, a part of a group or a clique or whatever you want to call it. That's when we have the most power. The fact of the matter is there's not power in numbers. There's weakness in numbers. And that is because to be a part of the group, we have to relinquish a part of our individuality. But this is a mistake. We have our own goals, our own dreams, our own ambitions. When we get mixed up in a group, we have to give some of them up. We have to pretend. We have to put on that social mask. Right, like I've talked about before. But here's the deal. When we're alone, and I'm not talking about isolating completely, because that's not a good idea. I don't think we should do that. But being alone means being detached enough. Having friends, of course, knowing people, having acquaintances, going out into the world, but being detached, keeping your individuality, remaining detached from the emotions of the crowd. That's what I mean. So the reason it's so powerful is because when we're detached, when we're alone, all we have are our goals. All we have is the dream. We know what we're doing in life. We're going after it. We will succeed. It doesn't matter what anybody says or thinks, or if people don't understand us. In fact, if people understand us, that probably means something's wrong, right? Your goal is your goal. The vision you see in your head is your vision. If people won't understand it, you can think back in history and all the great people that have lived. They've always had this kind of aura of being weird, of being different. Think about like Lincoln, one of the greatest presidents in the United States history, pretty much alone for the majority of his life. Think about Nikola Tesla, right? Like alone. People thought he was crazy. Think about Einstein, right? Again, not completely alone, but for the majority of his existence, when he came up with all his theories, he was on his own. He wasn't with a group. He wasn't part of the crowd. That's my point. That the power in being alone is that you get to think freely. Your mind is your mind. You don't have to consider the thoughts and opinions of others, and you don't let the thoughts and opinions of others impact you. Right? Of course, everybody's going to have an opinion about you. Everybody's going to think something about you. Everybody's going to judge you. And we have to learn to deal with that. But the power of being alone is that it's not going to faze us. Our vision is our vision. Your dream is your dream. And you're going to get it. It doesn't matter if I don't understand it, or if your parents don't understand it, or your friends don't understand it. You're going to achieve it. Because you have that power. That's more than I can say for people who feel the need to conform and fit in with groups. I really feel bad for such people. And there is hope, though. You can break out of it with some introspection and self-reflection and all that. There is hope. But if you are alone and you feel misunderstood by people, don't feel bad. It's a strength. Trust me. But guys, let me know down below in the comments what you think of this. Do you think there's power in being alone? Do you think being misunderstood is a good thing? Do you think it ever can be a bad thing? Let me know down below and we can talk about it.